the Gnostics, I believe, this is kind of like the term Hinduism. There weren't people running around calling themselves Gnostics. Gnosis is the Greek word that means to know or knowledge. And so the Gnostics were people who had hidden or esoteric knowledge. And if you join them, it's kind of like you can see a lot of elements like this even today in like the Masons and other secret societies where you have this hierarchy and you come in as an initiate, and as you climb in the ranks, they give you more and more of the hidden information or detail until you get into these higher inner circles in the organizations. And so Gnosticism was a convenient scholastic term to talk about these people that believed in a very strict dualism. So let me go back to this chart real quick. The Gnostics are kind of like 1st through 3rd century New Agers, like we have here in California. And these people were very eclectic. They would take bits and pieces from different religious traditions and philosophies, and then they combine them together into their own new thing. So they might take a little bit of the Jewish scriptures. They might take some of the teachings of Jesus or some of the teachings of Paul. They might take some writings of Plato or some of the Egyptian or Babylonian mages. They might have a little magic and witchcraft, and they would combine it all together into this theory of knowledge. But one of the markers of a Gnostic and how you can identify them is they were strict dualists. And what I mean by this is they had a very strict line between the spiritual realm, which is up here, and the physical material realm down here. And part of how you can tell if someone is a Gnostic is they believe that the spirit is good, but the physical material world is evil. And so in one of the Gnostic stories of creation, it isn't this high God who they call the Father of Lights that created the physical material world, because the physical material world is evil. It was the demiurge that actually was Yahweh of the Old Testament. This is the one that made the world. In the creation story, the serpent is actually the good guy because he has come down to humans to tell them, you have been trapped as good spiritual beings in an evil physical body. And that is how they explain that tension we have within us between what we want to do with our soul and spirit and these higher parts of man and these base animalistic natures that come from having a physical material body. So we are spiritual beings trapped in a physical material world.